Aloha. You're watching F5 On Demand. I'm Senior Technical Marketing Manager Peter Silva. We're at RSA 2014 in the city by the bay at the Moscone Center, booth 1801. If you're in the neighborhood, please come on by and visit us. And I'm fortunate to have Chris Thomas. He's the network manager for CARFAX. Thanks for joining me, Chris.
Hey, great to be here, thank you.
Now, CARFAX has been a customer of F5 for a couple of years. Now, for those who might not be aware, which might not be many of you, what exactly does CARFAX do?
Well, CARFAX, we're the most trusted provider for vehicle history. Online, go to carfax.com. With a 17-digit VIN number, you'll be able to find all the history of your vehicle.
Now, with all the history of those millions, obviously, vehicles, it seems like you have a ton of data to manage, I would imagine.
Absolutely. Not only a ton of data, but it grows every day, obviously. We're history, so it never goes anywhere.
And so RSA being a security show, how do you keep all of that data secure?
One of the ways is definitely a layered security approach with F5 devices all throughout our network, whether it's on the internal side or even the external side of carfax.com. So taking a layered approach using F5 and the AFM module with a Viprion platform seems to be a great step in securing that data.
And then, another thing as we were chatting, before the video, I understand that you were able to consolidate a number of pieces of your infrastructure once you placed the big IP there.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the great things was consolidation allowed us to take other devices like a WAF device that was in line and able to, data's already flowing through the chassis. So why not, enable the AFM module and benefit from all of it. We didn't, no latency increases. Everything's been working great. We've had it up and running for about 6-8 months now, so we're very pleased with it.
And how has it stopped many attacks for you?
It absolutely has. Just before coming here a couple weeks ago, yeah, absolutely. Especially into our more secured environments, we get them immediately blocking, and there's areas that we want to be alerted to. So not only does it stop, it's just telling us what's happening when something major and a difference in the traffic patterns out there happens. So.
And that's kind of key with security, really understanding what those risks may be to then make that intelligent decision on the action to take, rather than just blocking everything out there, right?
That's absolutely correct. And you got to be careful, you want to allow that legitimate traffic in. And the nice thing is we set it up so most of it's automated. Love the automated side of life. But at times it takes that manual intervention just to be sure and just to be clear.
Human verification is usually a good way to go. And I can also imagine you already have so much data, and you mentioned it earlier here, is that the data continues to grow. So how do you see yourselves handling that as data keeps growing over the next years?
Growth definitely is exponential at this point. The company is continuously growing, and with new products that we're bringing online in the very near future, where our growth is probably the best time of CARFAX's career in the history of CARFAX. So we're able to continue that growth and keep up with that growth. Like I said, we put in some Viprions, put a couple cards in. You can start small, kind of grow it out, build it to it, and it gives us the ability to expand all the way from CPU, the memory, and using all 4 of the modules that F5 provides.
Straight on the same box, that's kind of cool. Huh?
Right, yeah, that's what the great thing is. Right on the same box, and you would think, geez, does that impact performance? Is it slow? No, it's that simple. They're very, very powerful machines, and we're not even touching them.
That's so cool to hear. One of the things many companies like F5, when we talk about benefits and such, often it's speeds and feeds and ROI and numbers. And I know I didn't ask you, we didn't do this in the prep, but I'm curious, what kind of, maybe human benefits? We have the peace of mind here. What kind of things like that has it provided you? Make your life easier, go home earlier, around for dinner?
Yeah, well, not the home earlier, but I do sleep a little bit better, knowing that, once the F5 was implemented, we were having, 3 years ago, really problems with our load balancing, outages, slowness of websites. And in the last 3 years, there hasn't been a single instance that we've been, woken up in the middle of the night for, because it was an F5 related outage incident, and I got to knock on some wood there. And it's really great.
Wood.
Yeah, it's fake wood. Oh, great. But it's really a good feeling at the end of the day. Just knowing. Not only that, it's the customer service, it's the sales team. It's basically F5, and the people that I've met so far. Right. They're always very supportive. I needed, a couple pieces of hardware overnighted, at kind of the last minute, and we got 10 times the amount that we needed, but they made sure it happened, and it happened quick. So
that's great
to have that team behind you.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I really appreciate you stopping by, Chris.
Yeah,
this was fun, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
So a little bit more about CARFAX's implementation of the big IPs, and specifically these bad boy Viprions right behind me.
Well,
the other day we were doing an interview, and I even put if you can't hear them, they're humming, right? So for Chris with CARFAX, I got Natasha behind the lens. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching. This is F5.